Here I am. Hi, welcome to Tarot and Tea Tuesday. I am drinking this tea today. So it's been brewing for a little bit because one of them is a bark and one's a root. We've got cinnamon and ginger today. It's quite humid here, and I was thinking about the benefits of like having warming things when it's humid. A lot of spicy food comes from that kind of equatorial belt where there's a lot of warmth and humidity. And on my walk today, it was really humid this morning when I went for a walk, and I was thinking about like any little bit of movement of air was cooling me down because I was a bit sweaty and overheating, and then a bit of air would move and I'd be like, oh, that's nice, and, cooling down. And I thought, oh, this is clearly why there's a lot of spicy foods in warm places because, the air moves and your body cools down. So I'm drinking ginger and cinnamon tea today for that reason, because I was thinking about that this morning. And also, ginger has a really nice effect on my digestive system. I had a lot of dairy last night, and I just felt a little bit, I don't know, not quite, not how I want to feel digestively this morning. So I thought ginger might help with that. Also, they're both, anti-inflammatories. I did a big workout yesterday for the first time in a little while, and my body is killing me today. So I thought a bit of anti-inflammatory might help my muscles kind of feel a bit more relaxed and less inflamed and painful. And it just tastes really nice. Really, really nice, actually. So there's my combo of tea for today. The cards. Oh, so I was given a new tarot deck. They're called the where are they? Midnight Magic, a tarot deck of mushrooms by Sarah Richards. That's the back of them there. So these cards, well, everybody knows how much if you know me at all, you know I love mushrooms. They've got this kind of velvety, inky black thing going on as well, where it's sort of like, I don't know, it taps into that, what I like about mushrooms, that mysterious, little treasures that you find in the deep, dark places and where it's damp, and I don't know, it's, the artwork takes me to those places that I really enjoy. The artist, so Sarah Richards, I'd never heard of this deck before. Like I said, these were given to me like only a few days ago. I jumped on her Instagram page quickly before I came on today, and literally it's like she's got a beetle as a pet and a frog, and she's doing a lot of like aerial workout work, like, hula hoop, strung off a ceiling, spinning around, doing all some things. She looks like quite the character. So anyway, her artwork is beautiful though. So I'm happy to be playing with these today. So let's pull a card. We have got Sun's finally in Sagittarius. I don't know. I like Scorpio season for the self-reflective aspect of it, I guess. But anyway, it's a relief to be in Sagittarius season. Everything feels a bit more, I don't know, there's a different kind of movement, an external movement that comes for me during this time of year. So that's something new since last week. We've got a waning moon, so moving away from the full moon towards the dark moon in Libra. Interesting, because I did a reading this morning that was about creating balance, and it was for a Libran. So maybe, that's going to play into our reading today. What have we got here? Ooh. We've got this card, oh, hang on, getting coordinated again. The Sun card, and it is depicted by this, what does it say? Golden oyster mushroom. How cool is that? I love the way they just pile on top of each other like that and grow in a cluster. Oh, sorry, that it's not very. Anyway, you get the idea. The colours that are jumping out, that kind of like yellow, orange, and then there's sort of, are they flowers? Like, remind me of a sunflower in the background there. So yeah, the Sun card. This card, the Sun card, it's part of the major arcana of the deck, so it's to do with how we progress through our life and the different things that we might deal with and go through on many levels throughout our lifetime. And the Sun card is at the point in this journey where you've been through a lot, you've explored a lot, and we've come out the other side kind of going, okay, this is how I'm going to face the world. This is what I've learned during this cycle, and I'm now going to show that to the world. There's this sense of like, it's not, maybe it's confidence, but it's this sense of like, this is what it is now, and I need to express this, because by doing that expression, I'm getting closer to being more authentic, being more who I am, given the nature of the experiences that have brought me to this point. So yeah, I like this card for that reason. It's an unapologetic, playful expression of who you are into the world. And also what I like, Jessie posted something for the Patreon about habits and routines. It's another thing I like about this concept of the Sun card is it's like it hooks us into a daily cycle. Like it defines the passage of time in a way that goes far beyond the concepts of time that are modern. It taps us into, like, we've evolved with, humans have evolved with the rising and the setting of the sun at the very core of our hormonal system, which informs our limbic system, our emotional stuff, which impacts our ability to procreate. All of these things have been set up around the cycling of the sun, also the moon, but the cycling of the sun has been the center of all of that. The waning and waxing of the sun with the seasons, seasonally, we've had to, as a species, we've had to learn to survive on that seasonal level. So in terms of habits and routines, if we're thinking about, the ancient aspect of the sun and what this golden oyster mushroom here is depicting, it's like that, primal aspect of time is what I'm trying to say, I think. And also when I look at the card, it's like this spewing out, this like erupting energetic expression of who we are, I want to say, on that primal level as well, utilizing the nature of just being as opposed to looking, hang on, what am I trying to say? I've talked about the becoming quite a bit, like what our goals are, what we're moving towards. We can look backwards at where we've been and what we've been going through and how that informs us. I feel like this card, in terms of the tarot and the concept of the sun in general, is more about just being authentically, truthfully, realistically who you are, and not being afraid to allow that to just burst out of you like this mushroom is showing here. And then how that, if we look at Jessie's concept of habits and routines, well, not really a question or concept, but just habits and routine. Thanks, Jessie. But the idea that maybe being is the habit and routines should simply stem from that. Let me think about that for a second. Yeah, if we can have a deep understanding of who we are, by allowing ourselves to go through every step of the major arcana or our life's journey to get to the point where we are now. So we're not being dragged backwards to those points, but we've integrated all of those steps along the way to be here and present and expressing ourselves in all of our glory, like this mushroom here. Then the habit and routine of our lives is informed by that being, rather than what has been or what will be. It's just what is. I don't know. Is it tapping into our instincts? Is it listening to our ego or our intelligence or our hearts? Like, what is it? I have no idea. But this card is telling me that it's coming from us, not from outside of us, because see that movement of this growth is coming from underneath up and out. It's pushing things out. And that's the sun as well. Like if you think about the sun as this big flaming ball of stuff, it's pushing light out. It's pushing energy outwards. And in that, it's not stuff coming in to inform what's going inside. It's what's going on inside is informing what's outside of us. So therefore establishing the habits and the routines that we progress through every day. Anyway, that's my theory about this card. If you have anything to say about that, let me know in the comments wherever you may be. Thanks for joining me. Have a good day.